Dear USAID Kosovo Mission Director Hope, dear A.U.K President Thompson, dear representatives of public and private universities and colleges, dear professors and students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Visarya Sici, and I am the Chief of Party for Transformational Leadership Program, Immersion and Public Service courses. It's a great honor for me to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the second cohort in the TLP Immersion courses. I would like to recognize the following individuals whose dedication, energy, and hard work has brought us to this magnificent ceremony today. As I call your names, please stand up and be recognized. Uberina Marina Moya, the Deputy Chief of Party and Atan Limoni, our Curriculum Development staff of A.U.K, TTI, and work study students, Mesa Uchi, Jeta Tiu, Drenusha Berisha, and Begatin Berisha. And most importantly, professors of immersion courses. Can you please stand up and be recognized? Thank you. In January 27, 2010, in his State of the Union address, President Barack Obama would state that in the 21st century, the best anti-poverty program there is a world-class education. And for a small developing country such as Kosovo, the human mind is our fundamental resource, and nurturing it is pivotal to ensure improvement of its socio-economic standing. USAID Transformational Leadership Program aims to develop a cadre of leaders to drive significant change in Kosovo, while prioritizing economic, political, and social development. It aims to create the critical mass that will be able to address the challenges of development in the 21st century. It aims to do it by providing opportunities to attend world-class education in American universities. But because many otherwise promising Kosovar students find it difficult to secure acceptance to, and most importantly, to graduate from an American degree program, particularly due to lack of adequate academic preparation, the immersion courses focus on providing potential students with the skills that will allow them to compete with students from around the world for an opportunity to gain an American education. Cutting through the application process also requires assistance in preparation for entrance exam. For example, TOEFL, GRE, or GMAT. USAID and A.U.K's experience and market analysis reveal a need to provide concentrated, targeted, and specific preparation for Kosovar students seeking to apply to, matriculate at, and graduate from an American university degree program. Our experience has shown that apart from the culture shock, the transition from the local education system to the American university system is not easy for Kosovar students. They struggle with lack of skills in critical areas, including mathematics, reading for content, research techniques and academic papers, critical thinking, and the appropriate use of the English language. During the open call to Cohort 2 admission, in the winter of 2014, we have received a total of 1,202 applications from students all across Kosovo. After admission examination and screening, 350 promising Kosovars were admitted into the full program. Now, depending on their studying, students attended the following courses: remedial courses in English and math, examination preparatory courses in TOEFL, GRE, or GMAT, and discovery courses that embody general study skills, critical thinking, presentation skills, basic research skills, and cultural awareness and diversity. Due to dismantling of the courses in this call, we were able to place students in courses that best fitted their particular need. thus allowing us to enroll even more disadvantaged students in the remedial courses only, increasing the number of beneficiaries to 567. Courses were delivered in all 7 main regions of Kosovo, including Pristina, Prizren, Mitrovica, Peja, Ziljan, Jakova, and Perizren. We have worked closely with all other public and private universities and colleges across Kosovo to deliver this training in the facilities that meet the quality infrastructure requirement, which also ensure easy access to people with disabilities. The 198 contact hour program was intensive and to some degree cumbersome, but students, your resilience and devotion culminated in this graduation ceremony today. You have built the study stamina you need to succeed in a graduate program. 478 students from Cohort 2 were able to successfully complete their assigned courses, and they are here with us today, receiving their certificates of completion. We have worked closely with other components of the USAID Transformational Leadership Program, particularly with the Scholarship and Partnership Program, to ensure that students are well prepared to meet the university admission criteria. 28 students that attended the immersion courses are also recent TLP scholarship recipients, and we are very proud that they have passed the university admission requirement and started their studies in the US. As I speak here, many of our immersion students are undergoing their interview process for the next batch of scholarship awarded for master's studies in 2016. We're keeping our fingers crossed for them. We encourage all other immersion participants to apply to next TLP scholarship call for certificate programs, which is another great opportunity. And we also encourage you to look to other scholarship opportunities that might fit to your academic plan. As Professor Limani says, the safest way to try to get what you want is to try to deserve what you want. And you demonstrated resilience and devotion to get this certificate today. And it is perhaps the greatest hallmark of a highly ready, motivated candidate. Universities and colleges out there are waiting for you. A.U.K takes pride in building an education environment based on the foundation of non-discrimination. Our policies are designed to reinforce this foundation by protecting individuals against discrimination and harassment based on socio-demographic characteristics, including age, ethnicity, color, creed, culture, including deaf culture, physical disabilities, gender, marital status, national origin, political affiliation or preference, race, or even sexual orientation. But we are also very aware that several groups are particularly prone to some form of social exclusion, and that to remedy that, we have to go the extra mile in our outreach efforts to ensure inclusion of diverse communities. In Cohort 2, we were able to enroll candidates coming from disadvantaged groups or marginalized groups such as women, minorities, people with disabilities, people coming from rural area that had no access to proper English education, and LGBTI community. Around 70% of our student body in Cohort 2 of immersion courses fall into these groups. A.U.K was founded under the proposition of supporting the economic, social, and political transformation of Kosovo through means of providing American education in Kosovo. The goals of TLP map and mirror so well with our mission statement that providing immersion courses is a natural fit for A.U.K. We are delighted to work together with USAID Kosovo and other TLP stakeholders, and we are fully committed to continue this program in the years to come. Thank you also for your patience, and I would like to invite President Thompson to share his remarks in this ceremony today.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Basar. It's a pleasure for me to be here and see so many of you who have gone through the program successfully. And I hope that the reward that you receive is not just the certificate that is being given to you today, but a recognition of what you have gained from participation in the program. And for some of you, the opportunity to continue with graduate study or certificate programs in the United States. Having congratulated you who have participated in the program, I would next like to express appreciation to all the faculty members who made the program successful and contributed so much to the opportunity that you have. And I would like to thank the staff that has worked in the program. Particularly, we thank USAID for having allowed us at A.U.K. to be a part of this wonderful opportunity for young Kosovars. We're grateful for this occasion and for the continuing work that USAID does in developing country that so needs a better educational system and better educational opportunities for all. I congratulate you. I wish you the best of luck in continuing with your graduate studies, whether that is part of this program or here in Kosovo or through whatever means. Work hard, do well, and your chances of success are much greater. Thank you.
Thank you, President Thompson. I would like to invite James Hope, USAID Kosovo Mission Director, to share his remarks with the students.
Thank you, sir. Let me try something that President Thompson did. Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't know when I may have gotten a better response. Anyways, good morning, everyone, and congratulations. It was great to walk into this room and see so many of you who have completed this very intense course. They call it Immersion for a reason. You're immersed in learning new skills and new opportunities and getting new experiences that are going to help you as you go forward in your professional and your personal lives. So I give you my heartfelt congratulations on behalf of USAID. I imagine you must be very happy that the intense course has come to an end. And I think today is a celebration of all of your hard work and all of your intense effort. So I've been in Kosovo for about 9 months now, and one of the best things that I get to do throughout the country is to meet with people such as yourselves, with the young future leaders of Kosovo. And I learn from your experience and benefit from your passion and your energy and your thoughts about where this country is going and what is the role that you are all going to play in its future. You have great ideas, you are eager to invest in your personal and your professional development, and that is a good sign for the future of the country. Now, I don't think you need me to tell you that Kosovo's greatest asset is you, the youth of the country. And providing a modern and a relevant education and a high-quality education is one of the most important and one of the best investments that can be made for a strong and prosperous future. And the truth is that for Kosovo to reach its full potential, and not just next year, but in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, to reach that full potential, it needs a better educated workforce. Kosovo needs to be a player in the economic world, particularly in a world that has become globalized and interconnected. And I'll tell you, I have a 16-year-old daughter who is about the most globally interconnected kid out there, and times have changed, and there's no such thing anymore as an isolated country. Kosovo is part of a greater network, more and more a greater network that is going to be integrated into the European and into the global context. And you are all part of that. So I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but basically the future success of Kosovo rests on your shoulders in the coming years. And I know you're going to make the best of that. And that's why programs like the USAID Transformational Leadership Program are so important. You have the energy and the passion and the drive, and TLP, together with A.U.K's, helps provide that opportunity so that you can use that self-initiative to strengthen your skills. And these are skills that are so essential for Kosovo. Research skills, English language skills, study skills, critical thinking and analytical skills. This is what is needed for the future. And that's what you have developed in yourselves with some help from the faculty over the last 6 to 8 months. So the question is, as you've heard from the previous speakers, is what are you going to do now? It's great to have certificates, and those are fantastic. Those are symbols of your hard work. But what's next? What is on your minds? What are you going to do to apply these new skills in a productive and a constructive way? And so for many, hopefully, you will continue your higher education. There are scholarship programs, and Visar mentioned that many have applied for the latest round of the TLP Master's Degree Program, and I wish you the best for those that are going through interviews. But there are other options too. It's not just about scholarships, and there are skills that you can apply in your further studies, at whatever level you're at, and there are skills that you can apply as you go into your professional lives and start your professional careers. So I know it was a big effort. I can see there's some folks smiling out there, so I think it was a good experience. And let me just close out with a quote from Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." And we at USAID believe very strongly in that, and that's why we have partnered with you, because we believe that you are going to change the world. You are going to change Kosovo and create a better future. So let me just thank A.U.K, starting at the top with the president, the faculty, the STAR, all the staff, and others who make this program what it is and make it so successful. We're very proud to partner with you, and we believe in the vision that you symbolize in terms of where Kosovo needs to be. We're going to be continuing to support the Immersion program, so your peers and colleagues in the future. I know there's a third cohort that will start up in just a couple of months. And this is an important activity, and congratulations on your hard work, and congratulations on your success, both now and in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. While I was writing this speech for today, Professor Limani said, share some of your stories, make it appealing to students. And I was thinking back of some of my stories. I was homeschooled, so sharing my stories was not a very good time for me, let's say, for the education opportunities we had. So to best portray some of your stories, we have created a video that includes a lot of students from the Immersion program, and it's better if they share the story with you. Now, you may get the wrong picture because most of these photos are when we were having fun outside, but it's the only time when telephones were allowed. So if we could play the video, as prepared.
whole idea of the TLP program is actually a really helpful experience for all of the students that are intending to go further in their studies.
I think it's a whole, these kind of classes are very important. It will help the students who go and study in the US gain a better experience and be able to better contribute to Kosovo in a leadership position once they're back.
Besides learning new things, it was also great to have different nationalities represented in class. I had the opportunity to meet other TLP scholars as well as people who had already studied in the United States.
What I respected the most was everyone involved in the program embraced diversity.
One thing I noticed about all my students was that they were there to learn for a variety of different purposes. There were students who just wanted to improve their English skills. There were students who were interested in scholarship program to attend a master's degree program in the United States.
Create an environment where everyone is respected for individual values rather than their nationality, language, or even sexual orientation, then I think it's bound to be a successful program.
Since years now, working with communities and vulnerable groups in peace building, inclusion, and equality that have respected the diversity of the classes, diversity in communities, but also in religion.
This experience was very great for me, and I suggest the others to attend the program because it will be very helpful.
Maybe this is my heart and maybe it is yours.
I pursued studies in marketing at the University of California, Los Angeles.
In our doors. If I want to leave, I will. Stand on my feet, I do. Only takes these words.
I think I'm going to go further by learning.
Never gonna chase something. It's always running. After what they take, you don't praise. Look what they praise, nothing. If I wanna leave, I will. Stand on my feet, I do. Only takes these words. Never believe.
Thank you, Begatin. I would also like to invite one of the students we had in the immersion, who shows best that transformation is an ongoing process. It has no specific age or time when it begins, as it works in a time and space continuum in a way. So I would like to invite Angela Mirkovic, immersion program student, to share her experience in the program.
Dear fellow AUPP students, dear USAID Mission Director, dear RIT A.U.K President, AUPP staff and instructors. My name is Angela Mirkovic and I come from Gračanica. I was part of AUPP in the second cohort of the program. It is my honor to be standing in front of you today and talk about my experience in the American University Preparatory Program at A.U.K. Personally, I never knew much about TOEFL itself. let alone its structure. I applied for the program because at first I thought it may only help me improve my chances to get into a US-based educational institution. After a while, I realized that the whole experience took me to a whole another level. At the very beginning, the AUPP staff assigned me to start with a remedial English class, which, in my opinion, was an excellent one. The class laid a foundation of English composition and writing techniques. I found it very useful because it taught us how to structure a paragraph and compose different kinds of essays for different contexts. Now, I know how to write an argumentative essay and provide strong evidence that my instructor was great and the class was well designed. TOEFL was next. At first, I found it challenging and awkward. I thought to myself, how can a task be a class? But then I realized the class had been clearly organized and the whole concept was clearly explained by my instructor. I immediately learned the class expectation and I knew what I was doing there. The class was divided into separate units, each focusing on one particular skill at a time period. We started with reading first and covered all parts carefully while doing practice tests and quizzes to simulate the real test. What was very important is that we also received professional feedback on our tests in order that we correlate our work with the actual test results. In sum, the class managed to prepare us to manage time, stress, and challenge TOEFL comes with. After the completion of these two courses, I found myself taking an actual admissions test and the scored satisfactory results. To me, this was surreal. The whole experience taught me not only about English and TOEFL, but it really prepared me for a bigger challenge. AUPP required students to do intensive work, something that I think happens in any US-based higher educational institution. The program also provided me with an idea with what I should expect from an academic class, what I should expect from a professor, and what I should expect from my peers. Finally, the AUPP proved that there is a possibility for a young Serbian girl to be engaged in a program and help make it more diverse. I must admit that whoever came up with the structure of these classes did an excellent job, because every class was student-centered and met individual needs. I felt very safe and included in the process during the whole time, and I made a lot of friends with people from different cultures. Both me and them probably thought that we are very different at first. However, we came to learn that diversity is an asset if utilized in an inclusive way, just like my instructors did. Thank you once again for this opportunity. You have made a difference.
Thank you, Angela. Professors, whenever they teach, they say that we're always learning, so we're learning from students as well. And one of the very important courses that we have in this program called Discovery focuses a lot on cultural awareness and diversity, because students who will travel to US will have this culture shock from US itself, but also from all other students that are actually studying here. So one of the advocates of human rights here in Kosovo was a member of our class. And we not only taught him about the program, but we learned a lot from him. So I would like to invite Arthur Selman, an AUPP student, to share his experience into the program. Arthur?
Dear fellow AUPP students, dear USAID Mission Director, dear RIT A.U.K President, AUPP staff and instructors. My name is Arthur Selmani, and I would say the trait that defines me is that I'm a gender nonconformist. My mission is to never adjust to a socially constructed apparatus. I want to jump from one book to another, or watch Jessica Lange being magnificent in every role she performs. I am nevertheless a human being who wants to travel, sing, love, act freely, write poetry, and be accepted for what I am and what I stand for. I work as a freelance culture journalist, and I have been working for different media outlets in Kosovo and abroad. The Transformational Leadership Program, Immersion courses, or the AUPP as we students know it, were of a treacherous importance for my development as a student. Just like me, a lot of other students from different parts of Kosovo had the chance to attend lessons and courses on different topics and issues, probably lacking this opportunity both academically and financially within other institutions. This program installed a very new culture of systematically working on research papers and essays using a critical standpoint, something that is not common in a lot of schools around Kosovo. Moreover, the AUPP and A.U.K helped me acquire a critical academic mindset. I believe I became a punctual person, an individual who from now on can write essays and reflect upon different ideologies, write narrative, explore and study different discourses, provide an opinion on them and carefully elaborate while using proper citations and evidence. Youngsters from all over Kosovo living in a transitional society, longing to find this true cultural identity, need to be challenged so that they are directed towards a progressive future. This country needs leaders, change makers, and not daydreamers. We all deserve to be given the proper education, and we need our voices to be heard. We, as all countries in this world, need to progress and let all marginalized groups be heard and have their say. We need to compete outside of our comfort zone, where we can advocate, overcome boundaries, and be the ones who write the history of this newborn country, where everybody will feel equal and respected. The AUPP, among other things, promoted all of these values and taught us about liberal education and what we can achieve with it. Its staff and its instructors are already involved in bringing the change this country deserves. Now that we learn from them, we are ready to conquer new horizons and bring back to our country. Mario Vargas Llosa, one of the authors, in one of his books claims that we need the kind of education that goes beyond simple reading, beyond lemonades. We need lessons that are hard to be grasped in the first reading. I must say that the Discovery course lays a philosophical platform which allows students who enroll in this program to research, act as journalists and professional academics for a while, digging deeper in finding the unsaid things. When I first went through the Discovery course, I was amazed by the depth and breadth of this course, as well as topics chosen to make the class attractive. It felt as if I was already a student in the United States, something that I'm working hard to accomplish. In conclusion, I can say that this program needs to be taken very seriously, and I believe that future generations will take it as such, a very significant, undoubtedly necessary, and free of charge. I am wholeheartedly thankful to the U.S. Agency for International Development and for supporting this program, and RIT A.U.K as well for showing mastery in designing and delivering it. No wonder you are the best school in the region. Let me finish by saying that I strongly recommend this program to each and every student in Kosovo for the sheer fact that AUPP has been an experience I will repeat over and over many times. I would love just to thank one person. Rika Hanna, you've been a very truly inspirational woman. Thank you.
Thank you, Albert. We take teachings from different places. Academics are one, but I like rock stars as well. And Bono, which is also a human rights activist and a rock star, had this very good quote, which I will use to end this ceremony. He said, "The world is more malleable than you think, and is waiting for you to hammer it into shape." And I want you students to leave out here with this certificate of yours and consider it as a blunt instrument. to be used. Thank you very much. We have a cocktail and reception. Following the ceremony, please use this opportunity to network with others and also to discuss issues, to discuss with your stakeholders.